today with another video, but before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to my channel already. And if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now today's unit is going to be brought to you by the company Klaiyi hair. Of course, I'm going to make sure to leave all the details down below in the description area for you all. And let's go ahead and get into this because I have not opened this up. So I'm going to open it up with you guys. Let's see what's in the box that came in the bag. I know she's curly or wavy, one of the two. So your unit does come in this bag. And then of course you get your nice drawstring satin bag. Included an edge band, edge brush, and then also an HD wig cap. Also included a few pieces of your pre-everything tape for those who like to use tape. And then let's get into this unit. This is their pre-everything water wave Jerry curly mix wig. This one is in the length 24 inches. This one also has a 13x4 frontal area. What your lace area looks like. They also have some tape already on the lace. As you can see, they went ahead and cut the front of the lace. It is pre-bleached and pre-plucked. You don't get any combs on the side. However, you do get your removable adjustable band. You get a comb in the nape area, and then you also get your adjustable drawstring, which I always appreciate because your girl has a small head, so I need all the security. And then of course, to make it even more secure, you do get your drawstring. So this is what the lace looks like against my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on because I'm like, hold on, you might not need to tint this, but sometimes it can be a little bit deceiving, so we gonna see. So this is what it looks like on, and I don't feel like it's too bad. I'm probably still gonna just add a very small amount of tint, but I think you could probably get away with not adding any tint because once I put my mousse or whatever product I choose to use today, I feel like it's going to blend in well to my skin. Also, it is coming over my ear a little bit, so I am going to end up cutting some of the lace down. As far as the fit goes, it's fitting good on my head right now. I don't even have the drawstring pulled yet. I feel like it's a little roomy, but not too roomy back here. But up in this area, she's snug. She's very, very snug. And then this is the parting space. They definitely did a good job with bleaching those knots. And if you're not a fan of the middle part, you got the side. You got the side. You got the side. Now I can see the waves and the little curls, like how that's mixed in, which I think is very, very cool. So you definitely have some wavy pieces, and then I feel like you have more curlier pieces. So this is a cool little blend. And this is what it looks like. I'm only 5'2", so it's going to come past here. But of course, once I add my product and stuff, it's going to shrink up some. And this hair feels really nice. It feels really nice. Definitely has a really good amount of density to it. But yeah, I'm excited to play around and style this one. Like I stated, I'm going to just add a very small amount of tint because I don't think a lot is needed. And then we're gonna get into this, okay? The hairline is nice and done. You can see my cap a little bit, so I'll probably like push it back. But yeah, she's gonna be real cute. I see the vibes, I see the vibes. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on styling this unit. Of course, I'll be back to show you guys the final looks and to also tell you guys my final thoughts. right, y'all, I really like this hair. I really do. I love that the two textures are infused together because it helps to make the hair nice and big and fluffy, but it's also not too different where it looks crazy, because I mean, some people might say water wave and Jerry curly, like how is that gonna work? But whatever they did, they mixed it well together, and I am all for that. What they did was put the Jerry curly hair on the inside parts and then left the water wave on the outside part, so it helps to make it nice, fluffy, and full. And I absolutely love it. Like, I really do. It looks good when it is just nice and fluffed out straight out of the box. To add your product, I sprayed it down, I added my olive oil mousse. It just brings it to life. I also diffused it, and yes, it did take some time because this one is nice and full. It looks so pretty, y'all. It looks so pretty. I ended up putting some tint spray around the front of the hairline, and then I also went in with a little bit of my wig grip spray. I love this stuff because it's not a super hold or anything. You can definitely pop this off at night if you choose to. And I used the tape that they provided on the unit. For some reason, when I try to pull off tape with my hands, I feel like I'm just gonna rip it off. It's my eyelash tool, and I just peeled it off. I did have to cut right here to lay it down, and the tape is holding up pretty well. I don't have any issues with it. I think it gives a great hold without doing too much. You just want to make sure that that lace is sitting really nice above your ear so that it doesn't move. I also pulled out a little bit of hairs on the side because the tape isn't as strong as the adhesive spray, and so depending on how it will move it, you can kind of see it a little bit, but I don't think it's a big deal because it camouflages in well. Let's get into this hairline. Y'all, this hairline looks so dang good. Let's hear it for the hairline because it just looks that good. The knots are so small that even when I was taking pictures, like, you can see them a little bit, but the illusion that it gives off just looks so good. You're not gonna have to go in and pluck out the hairline. You're not gonna have to do anything. Like, I think that this is great straight out the box, and if you want to wear it as is, you're good to go. Okay, now I did have to put like just a little bit of a lighter powder around here, and that's because my tint spray, I ended up going a little bit overboard and it was getting a little bit darker, but for me that's an easy fix. You can just wash it out, so it's not like it's permanent. Also, one thing I noticed about the hairline, you can see my cap a little bit depending on how I turn. So if you want to use the HD wig cap, you definitely can because the lace is nice and thin. Now, another thing that I like about this 13x4 is that the density in this parting space area is not heavy at all. I absolutely love that because you're able to maneuver the hair around, and I was able to give you guys a few styles. I even added this little headband right here. You know, the headbands that's coming back. I used to wear these in like middle school. And I said, these coming back? Okay. Now, this ain't like the one I used to have. Y'all know that soft one? The one that's the soft one. I didn't look for the soft one. I only looked for this one. It's the hard one. I think the soft ones hold a little bit better. I don't know. I think they just make everything look smaller. But yeah, I added this little headband, a quick little bun, and I also gave you guys a half up, half down style. The middle part was really cute. If you wanted to use this, if you wanted to move it around as a side part, you can definitely do so because this unit is very versatile. I'm only 5'2". This is 24 inches in length, and Miss Thing, you know, she's a little bit long, so for some ladies they are going to be like, that's too much hair. But you can always go on the website and check and see if they have a shorter length, and then the density, you are not going to be disappointed in the density. I don't have to worry about any traction showing. It doesn't feel thin at all, and even though the density is nice and full, I don't feel like it's heavy on my head. Like, I was able to swing this thing around with no issues at all. A lot of you are definitely wondering about the fit because I do have a small head. It fits great up in this area. I do feel like back here it was just like a little bit of bunching, but once I tightened it up, it doesn't feel too bad at all. I didn't use the drawstring in the beginning, but once I put it up into the ponytail, and yes, I decided to use the drawstring just for extra security. I didn't have to put any bobby pins back there. It's just sitting really nice. Could I pin it up a little bit more if I wanted it to be neater? Yes, but I wasn't worried about it at all. I just pulled out a few of these little pieces. Now, as far as shedding goes, I did receive a little bit of shedding once I started to add my product in because I went in with my wide tooth comb and then also my defining brush. it wasn't too bad. I think it did really good for this to be straight out the box. And then tangles, it's not tangling right now, but because of the two different textures, I expect a little bit of snags to happen. This is one you're definitely gonna have to make sure you maintain because of the two different textures. We already know Water Wave is a little bit more on the higher maintenance side, plus you add in the Jerry curl. But I do feel like the hair is very soft. The ends weren't bad at all. I didn't notice a lot of frizziness, and I also didn't notice a lot of flyaways. I think that this definitely is add to cart. This one is more fuller than your regular Water Wave wig. So if you felt like the Water Wave from them was just not doing what you needed to do and you wanted a fuller look, then you definitely want to make sure to check this out. Plus, this one is a better price. So I'm going to make sure to leave the links down below. Let me know what you guys think of this one. If you are feeling this, once again, I'm going to make sure to leave all the links down below in the description area. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.